Yes, my dear, let us start this standard, new standard in days 21. Effects of changes in foreign currency or foreign exchange rates. Okay, it's not too big standard, but still not too big like in the sense 109 or 110 or something like that. All those big standards are, only limited to 103, 110 and 109. Rest of the things will be 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days maximum. Yeah, I feel this will take 2 days time. Let's see how much time it takes. So here, what is the difference between accounting standard 11 and this standard? Then basic question anybody will ask. Um, there are many differences. Starting itself, there will be big difference you will find. But subsequently, little, say some 40 to 50% similarity will be there without doubt. Subsequently, you will find, a 40-50% you will be more comfortable because it's same like accounting standard 11 if you remember. Okay, to some extent. Yeah. Chalo, yeah. Let's start with. So when I say first effects of changes in foreign currency. First, what do you mean by foreign currency, ma? Foreign currency means what? Hmm? Foreign currency means other than rupee, no? Other than Indian currency. That is the AS 11 definition. But here we have a different definition. What we say, other than functional currency of the company. It's a new term. Okay, what are they saying, ma? Other than functional currency of the entity, our company. The next question should come, what is functional currency? Correct. What do you mean by functional currency? Name itself says, correct, na, functional currency. With which currency you will do your normal functions? Normal function means marriage function. No. The activities, normal activity. Your business routine activity you are doing with which currency? That's all. That currency. No, that's correct. What I told is correct. But there is a definition for it. There are some conditions for it. If you satisfy those conditions, then that is functional currency. Yeah. Again, what is the functional currency? First one basic definition. What we say, it is a currency of the primary economic environment. What did I say? Currency of the primary economic environment in which you do business. Okay, in which you are doing the business, in which your company operates. Primary economic environment. What do you mean by primary economic environment? First, somewhere you write it. Primary economic environment means market. That's all. It is the currency of that market where you are also there. You are also participating in that market. Sir, I am in Indian market, sir. Primarily my business is in India, sir. Okay, India में क्या 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 currency चलता रे? Rupee चलेगा, sir. Rupee is your functional currency. That's all, close matter. Maybe the other way around it can happen, Anna. What can it happen? Tell me. Sir, physically I am in India. My company is in India, but 90% of my customers are in America. I get some goods also. I import goods to India, manufacture. I ship them back, export it to outside India. Some of these technicians also will come from outside India. Majorly what? Here basic labor. Okay, some rental expenditure, a food expenditure, that's all in Indian currency will spend. The rest all in foreign currency. That means you are not physically very important to me. You may be registered under the Companies Act 2013 or before 1956 or whatever it is. But my dear, you are not in Indian market. You are in outside India market. So then listen carefully. Then what is your company functional currency? Dollar is a functional currency. Sir, I am in India, sir. I तो क्या? Still it is a functional currency for you is dollar. But sir, I have to prepare it in, correct? I have to prepare books of accounts in what? Books are different, financial statements are different. Books tally में you prepare it in dollars. Dollars में journal entry pass करो. That is better, no, Nana. Tell me, when you say 90% of your sales are in dollar, would you like to convert every invoice? A 10% conversion into Dollars better, rupees currency into dollars better, 90% of dollars converting into rupees better, 10% conversion is better, no, because you really you are in the not in Indian market, you are in outside India market. Got my point? So that is what first important thing you need to decide. Yeah, what is economic correct now? Primary economic currency means market. You are in which market? Yeah, market में क्या करेगा? Market में क्या करेगा? Either we purchase the goods or we sell the goods. That's all will happen in the market. Okay, so that is in which primarily we generate and spend in cash. Got my point? Yes. So here, my dear, there are two indicators are available. One is primary indicator, the secondary indicator, which will decide you are in which country in the sense, not physically. Yeah? What is your primary economic environment? Correct. Now, what is your functional currency? To decide that, standard has given two primary indicators. One is indicator again. See the word indicator. Conditions are indicator. Indicator. Indicator means correct na? Indicator means signal indicator, you know. Correct na? This is also signal means it will indicate us. These are not exhaustive list or something, correct na? Pakka condition. Condition nahi. There is a professional judgment ka space is there. It indicates. Okay, the features approximately. Okay, somewhere nearby. So indicators only they use the word but not the conditions. Yeah, suppose next every entity. First point, what is a which indicator? Primary is what, secondary is what, we'll see it little later in the next slide. Here there is no space in this slide, that's why next slide we will do it. But before that, one important point is what every entity, okay, every entity should decide. Kya decide karna sir? Decide karna means first you have to assess and conclude it what is your company's ka functional currency. Okay, you look at any India's company financial statements. Okay, on the top first, I mean in the notes to financial statement, first paragraph they will talk about the basic information about the company, brief, 4 lines or 6 lines will talk about the company registered in so and so year, the company is into so and so kinds of business, the company is in so and so locations, major things we'll talk in 4 lines, 5 lines, 6 lines. Next paragraph may we have to mention, that is one of the disclosure list. What is your company's ka functional currency? You have to mention it is in rupee na, outside India, I mean dollar or pounds or something else. Correct na? You are supposed to mention it. What is the correct na functional currency? That's why we have to first decide what is the functional currency for your company. But you must have understood by this time. Just because my company physically exists in India, correct na, does not mean that rupee will become my functional currency. This much you understand. Correct na? Not physical existence. Yeah. What I say, tally में dollar से prepare करो. Journal entries पूरा dollar में डाल दो. Your company's act is asking in rupees. Correct na? Last one day trial balance ले लो. Correct na? Last one day trial balance ले लो. Convert. I will tell you which one to convert in what fashion. Convert into Indian rupee. Give it to MCA. Give it to auditor. Give it to whomever you want. Can you do this job or not? One day last minute Excel में number ले लो, multiply करो, preparation of financial statement, this is better. Daily converting into rupee to dollar, that is better. One time conversion is better, no? Yeah. Reporting currency is rupee. Because you are in India, you have to report it in rupees. Reporting currency is different from functional currency. Functional currency is the currency of the primary economic environment in which you operate. Hope you understood. That is, you are in the which market. That is the first priority which we will talk. So, what is that you should decide, Nana? Every entity should decide its functional currency and mandatorily disclose it in the notes to financial statements. Next. Yeah, whatever the currency you fix it. Sir, one question should come. Sir, I am a parent company, sir. I am in India, sir. Okay, super. My business, sir, mostly in India, sir. For me, functional currency is rupee, sir. Excellent. Okay, but I have got 2-3 subsidiaries in foreign, sir. You understand my point? Which foreign ray? America mein hai, sir. Fullu dollar hai, sir. Actually, their business, my business, if I compare, na, mine is 100 rupees business. If I say their business is 150 rupees business, all three put together. Now I have to prepare consolidated financial statements. Now, what is my functional currency? Functional currency for the of the parent is the functional currency for the consolidated financial statement. That's all. We don't decide for the group ka functional currency. No, Nana. Entity ka one entity ko separate. Okay. When I mean, if you are in US company, means US company mein dollar may be the functional currency for those three subsidiaries. You are your entities, you are a parent company. Parent prepare the consolidated financial statement. So parent company functional currency is important. Okay, but you shouldn't see the group functional currency. Group functional currency is addition not created by them so far. Okay, na? So let us also not create that. Are you getting my point? Group functional currency नहीं होता ना company को one functional currency होता. Okay, right. Have you noted? Side में लिख दो. So that what will happen? Subsequent, I will share it. Point is again you have to spend time. No, that is waste of time only. Now only you write something missing out. I can wait for you. Too much missed out. You wait for me. Correct. I will share it. That time you copy it. Whichever. Right? Yeah. So my dear, first, can functional currency will be different for SF and CFS? SFS and CFS? No, ma. It can never be none. It has to be same. I told you, na. Parent. If I am the parent company, correct, na. If I am the parent company, what is the functional currency? That is the group functional currency. It cannot be standalone को one functional currency and consolidation को another functional currency. ऐसा नहीं होता. Is that clear? Shall we go to next slide? Right. So, chalo. Yeah. Next, we discussed just now. There are two indicators to decide what is the functional currency. Okay. Right. Only first slide over. Second one. Leave space and you start. Right. So, there are two indicators. What are the indicators? First indicator is primary indicator. Second one is secondary indicator. Primary. Primary means what? The most important one. Because this is my correct na basic thing. Okay. How do you decide, sir? Right. So first one, it says currency which will influence the currency which will influence the selling price of the goods or services. GRS, goods or services. Currency which will influence the selling price. Are you getting my point? Huh. What is it influencing, sir? Influencing in the sense, simple sentence, your most of the sales are in which currency? That's all, Nanna. Nothing much. Kya bola? Most of your sales are in which currency? Then you can say one condition. You can say mark. Here there are three points are there. Primary mein 3 points are there. Secondary mein 2 points are there. I can start giving mark. Okay, sir. My most of the sales are in rupee or dollar. Example, dollar has got 1 mark out of 3. ऐसा बात कर सकता. No problem. Right. That means what is that we said? Nana, most of the sales are denominated and settled in that currency. Yeah, your sales majorly are in which currency? That is first mark. First mark are given for the sales. Second mark is given for what? Sales related. Listen. 1 second. Listen. See, my dear, just normal sense. All of you will answer it. When you are majorly your sales are outside India. Where are they? US. Okay, US mein your sales are majorly. Now you will fix the rate, price you want to fix. Okay, I want to sell one mobile in US. How do I fix the sales? The selling price. Will you consider Indian mein competitors leke, will you fix it, or will you fix the US market people, US mein market competition ko leke, will you fix obviously US market rate. Why will I fix based on the Indian market, Indian economy? Why should I care it? When my sales are majorly over there, that is what I will do it. Agree or not? So my main decision, fixing the selling price. Sales are in which currency? Secondary. But for fixing the selling price, which market, based on which market you will majorly you will take into consideration? Obviously, based on whose market forces selling price is determined. That is what I told you. Correct? Third one is with respect to expenses. क्या बोला? Expenses means expenses are incurred majorly in which currency, we will tell. Same sentences above. Correct? Now this is related to selling price. Yeah. Currency which influence the material, labor, other expenses. Basically all expenses. Purchase also expense, labor also expense, overheads also expense. One simple word. You have got majorly your expenditure are in which currency. That also will get you 1 mark. Okay, right. Listen carefully. One more point. See, sir, I am a Dubai company, sir, oil company. What are you done? Oil company. Oil company, you know, Dubai, I mean, Gulf countries basically. Gulf countries, they will sell the oil in which currency? Dollar. There it may be dirham or some other different currencies. There, if you travel 40 kilometers, no, currency change. You understood? Straight if you go 40 kilometer, e currency aliralla. It's like that. It's like that. Dubai is smaller than Bangalore, my dear. Dubai itself is one country, is smaller than Bangalore. All small, small. All small, small. I told you, 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers means Kerpuram will cross. Huh? Okay. Right. So, but their country will cross. Right. It's okay. There different currencies are there. Obviously I also don't know 100%. Dirham is one. Correct. Even though their currency is equal to, try to understand, even though their currency is in dirham or some other so many currencies they have got, but they will sell the what is that, petrol or petroleum, whatever it is, current crude oil, what you call, in dollars only, my dear. If you buy 1 barrel or whatever it is from Gulf country, you have to pay it in dollar. Why? Means dollar is like easily exchangeable anywhere in the world. That's why they collect only dollar, not in their own currency also. Correct? So their majorly sales are in which currency? Dollar. Dollar has got 1 mark for that company. I know India's is not applicable to them, but IFRS is applicable to them. Gulf is adopting the IFRS. Okay, next. But how do they fix the rate? Second point. Fixing the rate and based on what? Fixing the rate is global market, not India market, not Gulf market, not America market. Because for them customers are where? All over the world are customers. Understood my point? Gulf, that is a global market. Then mark will not go to any currency. So A mark 0. No currency will get. Getting my point? Second one will be what? Third one, sorry. Third one is currency in which XP, correct na? Suppose example. Sir, my major expenditure, many people ko I will pay it in dollar only, sir. All my labor, machine, everything will pay it in dollars only because we are getting everything in dollar. Na? All I am correct. Na? Suppose this guy joins my company. I'll tell him salary is equal to right, $2,500 per month. Something like that, I'll fix it off. Only dollars. Then 2 marks out of 3 marks, then dollar will be your functional currency. Aisa padna. I hope you understood what I said. That is the way you are supposed to read it. Right? Right. Next. I'll give you time to copy. Observe. Secondary. Currency in which, what did I say? In which financial activities are taken. Financing activity. Financing means funding. Correct. Now, funding means your company is in need of money. What do? You will issue the shares, or you will borrow. You will issue debentures. You will issue preferential capital. In which currency are you issuing? Right, just because you are in India, you should issue only in India. You should issue only in rupees. What are you telling? See, our Baijus have issued so much money in from US. Seriously, so many dollars of $1.4 billion of money. Something they must have got it from the outside India. You can issue your shares debentures anywhere in the world. So generally, correct na? That is the see. Secondary indicators are just indicators, supporting indicators. You should not take the based on the what secondary. Primary से full 100% conclusion नहीं हो रहा है sir. Oh is it? Then look at supporting के लिए कुछ मिलेगा. That's it. So financing activity. Financing means funding. So you are funding in which currency? Rupees में are borrowing? Rupees में are you issuing the equity shares? Or dollars में are you issuing? ऐसे कुछ बोलो. Correct ना? That is the one. Yeah, issuing debt, equity, preference, everything. Next, currency in which the operating cash flows are kept, say retained. Are you getting my point? Suppose you are in India, some general common sense thing. Your business is in India. Majorly your job is in India, your sales are in India. Suppose somebody one export one guy US company US person approached you. Sir, we want this many goods, $10,000. Fine. $10,000 he gave you money and you supplied goods, transaction closed. $10,000, what do? Will you keep it as like a $10,000 only, or will you convert into rupees? Convert into rupees. Why? What my daily need is rupees. Correct. Now tomorrow I have to pay to rent. Tomorrow I have to pay labor, salary. So that this and that, I will pay it in rupees. Why do I keep it? I hope you understood what I said. That's all. So I mean, in which currency do you keep it? That is also an indicator. Okay. But as I told you, if indicators are mixed, sometimes it happens like where you can't take a judgment only. Professional judgment is required. You have to take a call. Management people should sit, board of directors should sit and fix something. No, we are deciding this is our currency. Sometimes what happens now? First one will go to dollar, next one will go to India rupees, and next one will go to Africa. Okay, one thing will go to one place. Then it is very difficult. If you go to Singapore, no, Singapore may companies are there. Singapore also like one more Bangalore only. Size may Singapore also smaller than Bangalore. But they're everything only trading business, no manufacturing. Correct na? Singapore, Dubai, all these things are only trading. They don't manufacture anything. They get deals will happen in crores and crores of money. Thousands of crores money deals will happen. Correct na? By only trading. Now, if you look at their company financial statements and bank statements, na this many currencies will be there. You understand? Not 1, 2, 3 currency. This many currency will be there. Then what is which currency? Sometimes it becomes very difficult for you to decide. Very difficult to decide. But anyhow, standard only admitting that you are supposed to decide something as your functional currency. Very important point. Yeah, please take down. Yes, my dear. Hope you noted. Right. Now, one more definition is there. We'll see this definition and we'll look at the some question and answers of some basic questions, Nana. In days 21 may 1, 2, 3 small question, which but those questions will not be asked in the exam. You don't expect a question like decide functional currency of a company. These are all just required for understanding. And again, try to understand, Nana. Functional currency will not be decided on daily basis, no? Correct, na? So one time if you fix, mostly that is same. Unless until, sir, I was doing so far, sir, full into America, sir. Now America business not going good, sir. That's why you shifted to full India, sir. Now you shifted the market only. No problem. That happens obviously. I sold off all my property, everything, sir. Bye bye, bol diya. I'm concentrating more on India now. Now functional currency will change. But functional currency will not keep on changing for every year, every day. Assessment not required unless until change in the economic environment. That is market. Unless until you change the market, otherwise functional currency will remain same, everybody. Understand? Right. This item, monetary item. What is monetary item? Definition is very important. Yeah, if you don't understand correctly, that's all, you are done. If standard A will become big question mark. Seriously. So what is a monetary item? What is monetary item by any chance? If you remember? cash. Money held is a monetary item, no doubt. Only cash. Exactly. Perfect. Okay. Receivable and payable in cash. Money. Only money, not money's worth. Sir, I am supposed to pay goods. Money is worth payable. No, no. Money only payable or money only receivable. Right. Perfectly told by this guy. Okay. First one is money held. That is cash. Cash and cash equivalent is monetary item. Fixed. Only money, yeah, sir. Not, no, 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 sir. And any asset. Asset means receivable or liability that is payable. Correct na? Yeah, which is receivable or which is payable in terms of money. Only money ne. What about money is worth, sir? No, 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 no. Money is worth. Next point, what we say, these items, asset or liability, which is either fixed or determinable, करके बोलेगा. Don't focus on that word fixed or determinable. Why, sir? Array, fixed means what? Known. Correct na? What is the cost? Correct na? How much I sold goods to this guy? How much amount, sir? $100 को sell किया. Do you know? I know, sir. $100. Invoice है देखो. Perfect. I gave a loan to this guy $100. High document. Known. Very clearly known. Measurable. Correct na? That's fixed. Next point is what? Determinable. Determinable means what? Measurable. Measurable in the sense provision for a tax. Do you know exactly provision for a tax? Unless until that guy confirms. We will think something, but department also has to think, no? They also have to confirm. After assessment completed, no, this is my liability. Till that time, God only knows. Agree? So those, but measurable, measurable. Gratuity payable. Do you know exactly? How do you know? God only knows that also. Correct na? Who will work for 5 years करके किसको मालूम है रे? And what will be his performance and what will be his last dance salary किसको मालूम? Correct na? Don't know. But is it measurable? Measurable. Provisions are measurable. Correct. Payable in terms of money. Correct na? Provision for gratuity. Is it a monetary item or non-monetary item? Without doubt, monetary item. Hello, correct? Yes, without doubt, that is a monetary item. You are supposed to take it. Okay, right. That is your monetary item, correct. What is non-monetary item? Very simple definition, which is not monetary item. That's all. Okay, right. Obviously, when we decide one monetary, what is non-monetary, which is not monetary, is non-monetary. Shall we try? Right. Tell me, my dear, first what along with me, tell me एक बार बोलो. What is monetary item बोलो ना? Money held and asset or liability which is receivable or payable in terms of money. That's all. Not money's worth. If fixed or determinable and all, forget about it. Okay, right. So now, yeah. So now point is, this is the next. First, if I say this is the balance sheet, okay, decide it. Sufficient. If you want to write, you copy it later. Give some space. Right. So my dear, this is PPE, intangible assets. Like I am giving you information. You decide which is monetary, which is not monetary. Meanwhile, if everything comes. If I give a trial balance, it's balance sheet items, na, you should decide. Because I will tell next minute, monetary should be restated. First to decide what is monetary, no. What is the statement, we will decide later. Correct, So this is the one. Right. Tell me, Nana, first debtors. Debtor is a monetary or non-monetary? Why? That guy will give me cash. Correct, na? Yes, monetary. M for monetary. What about cash and bank? Monetary. Correct, na? Yes, monetary. Next. PPE. Monetary and monetary. Non-monetary. Yes. Why means? It is not something receivable or payable. Correct. Now, I have a laptop means you have a laptop. That's all. That is asset held by me. It is not receivable or payable. Correct. Now, I have laptop means tell me who will pay. Why will you pay? Agree or not? Got it? Right. That's nothing to do with respect to payability or receivability. What about intangible asset? Ma? That is also asset, right? I have copyright. Means it's a right which is with you. It is not receivable from other party. So when I say none as common sense, receivable, if I say from whom, next question will come. That guy should pay me. Why will he pay? Sir, if I sell, array on 31st March sold, is with you. You are showing as a PP means it must be with you, no? If I sell means selling को क्या लिमिट है रे? कंपनी को सेल कर सकता. Why only one item? Everything is saleable, appa. Everything is saleable. Not ability of sale. That is not the definition. That is a new definition. What you make. We said which is receivable or payable on 31st March. That's all. Okay. What about this? Yeah, that is over. Investment in equity shares of Reliance company. Bolo yaar. Monetary, non-monetary. Investment in equity shares of Reliance company. Bolo. Non-monetary. Why non-monetary? Is it receivable from Reliance company? Is Reliance Bakia? No. Correct. I didn't like Reliance company share. Can't sell in the market. But Reliance will not buy from you. Correct. Na? Somebody you have to sell it. It is not a liability to Reliance company, first common sense point. It is a equity to Reliance, but not liability to Reliance. Correct. Na? If it is receivable, if it is liability to them, then it is receivable to you. That's why it is not receivable. Right. What about this none? Investment in debentures? Debentures of Reliance company, we bought it. Tell me, yaar, what is that? Monetary, non-monetary. Monetary, non-monetary. Monetary, sure. Correct. Debenture you have means the issuer has to pay, no? The issuer must have recorded as a liability or not. I have a right to receive. In the future, obviously in the future. On 31st March, who will come and pay? No. It is right to receive in the future. Yes. Other party will pay you in cash. Obviously. Correct, na? Yes, it is without doubt monetary. Hello, understood? Suppose other party, sir, it's compulsory convertible debenture, sir. Non-monetary. Why? It is receivable in, not in cash. Equity shares of other company. Correct, na? Then non-monetary. What about loans and advance? Monetary, without doubt. Correct, na? Right. What about inventory? Monetary, non-monetary? Non-monetary. Inventory is an asset held by you. It is receivable when you sell. It is not sold on 31st March. If it is already sold, it should have been sitting in the debtors, not in the inventory. Inventory means unsold goods, stock. What about prepaid expense? Why non-monetary? It is receivable in services, not in the, correct, na, cash. And what about advance to supplier? Non-monetary. Supplier will give me what? Goods or services, correct, na? So obviously it is non-monetary, correct, na? Yes. Receivable in goods or services. Yeah. Decide karo yaar by that time. Everything completes. So one by one will come. Liabilities side, loans. First liabilities will clear. Loan bolo. Monetary. Yes, you are supposed to repay them like that. Sir, compulsory convertible debentures are. It must not be classified as liability. It must be already sitting in the equity as per Ind AS 109 we learnt na compulsory convertible hai to equity portion would have been already shifted to equity, not it must not be sitting. It is a liability means the amount what you are supposed to pay only must be sitting here. Debentures are plain debenture without doubt monetary. Correct? Plain debenture without doubt monetary. Yeah. Creditors. What about creditors, my dear? Monetary. Monetary only, na? Obviously. Outstanding liability means rent payable, salary payable, aisa. Monetary ne, obviously none. Provision for tax. Non-monetary. You will give goods to government, the department. What you will give? You will give cash only, no, yaar. We don't know exactly how much and all. Correct. But what you give end of the day is it is measurable, not known to you. Fine, it doesn't matter. It's monetary, none. It is 100% monetary. No doubt. Provision for gratuity. Gratuity employee ko what do you give? Paisa only pay karta na. Obviously. Correct na. What about provision for warranty? Non-monetary. Why non-monetary? No, measurable. अरे बस आ वर्ड आई टोल्ड यू मेजरेबल फिक्स्ड डोंट लुक एट यार इग्नोर इट करके बोला इंग्लिश में यू आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग करेक्ट अरे एवरी आइटम इन द बैलेंस शीट either fixed or measurable. If it is neither fixed nor measurable, it must have not come to balance sheet only first. Agree na? If you can't measure, then why did you bring this number? So, but provision for warranty, is it payable in cash? You purchased a mobile, you got a problem. It is in warranty period. Will you get money back? Money back ni, maximum replacement of mobile will happen. Correct na? Either they will do service, they will replace the part. Dabba mobiles are, they'll one more dabba mobile they'll give. Okay, that's all they will do. They no money repayment concept iralla. Correct na? Obviously, that's all. Sir, advance from customers, sir. Then non-monetary, exactly. That is also you are going to give them goods or services. What about equity share capital? This is all over. We left with the above ones. Bolo equity share capital. Monetary, non-monetary. Sure, non-monetary. Why? We are not liable to pay. First of all, what is the definition of monetary? Money held and asset or liability. Is it asset? No. Is it liability? No. It is equity. Payable or receivable are next word. This is neither asset nor liability. Obviously, non-monetary. Reserves and surplus also neither asset nor liability. Non-monetary. Have you understood? Yeah, each item you are supposed to decide it. Because I am telling you. One more question. Students generally ask practical में. What do they ask? Sir, advance received from advance received. क्या बोला? Advance received from customer. 1st January advance received, sir. Super. $1.80. Okay, $1 you received. Just example purpose. $1.80 1st January received. You shipped goods on 31st January. You shipped goods on. Hello, समझ में आ रहा है? Right. Now sales will be happening at $1 on that 31st January 81. Now sales I should book at what amount? 81 80. 80 is the rate on the 1st January you got. Correct. 31st January 81 है. बोलो. Once you receive the money, one thing, you have to book the sales at only 80. Why? Why means you already got the money 80 rupees, no, day one day. For 80 rupees only you are selling the goods now. Now, is it a foreign currency transaction or Indian currency transaction? Foreign currency transaction happened on which day? 1st January. 31st January foreign currency transaction, Indian currency transaction. First tell me. Already you converted into rupee, no, first day only. For the rupees you are selling now. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? Are you selling for dollar or rupees? Rupee. Receipt of money is foreign currency transaction. That day, whatever the rate is there, that you convert it. Advance received from customer, credit. 80. Cash account, debit. 80 आया. 80 को you are doing. Now there will not be any foreign currency gain or foreign currency loss, so will not be there and should not be there. If it is there, means something wrong. Are you getting my point? What rate you, which date you got the advance, that rate only you are supposed to book the sales as well, because now sales are not happening in foreign currency transaction, Anna. It is happening in Indian, because you already got the money. You already got the money that is converted into rupee, which is sitting in your bank account. For that you are giving the goods. That's all. There will not be any gain or loss on the advance received from the customer. Hello, understood? Right? You have to read it carefully. Otherwise, people will be booking gain or loss on that also. No, that is not at all correct. Right? Chalo yaar. Would you like to take down? Light. Fat. Yeah. So, chalo, let's go to the next point. Next point, each standard may only 2 topics are there. In accounting standard 11, you will find 3 topics. Last one is foreign exchange forward contracts. Our forward contracts came to 109 no. So that's why that is not part of E standard. Okay, so only 2 topics are there, but the 2 topics are big one only, obviously not so small one. First one, very simple, whenever you have a foreign currency transaction, okay, there is a foreign currency transaction by the company, directly me myself only entered into a transaction. Transaction means it may be a sale, it may be purchase, it may be correct na, purchase of goods or labor, I mean whatever expenditure you have incurred, loan amount to everything, any kind of transaction, but that day it must be happening in foreign currency. Okay, right. So is there something foreign currency? Correct. Advanced situation may, are you is it receivable of foreign currency? What foreign currency? Already they paid me money. They already paid me money. There is nothing something receivable. Correct. Do you record receivable in dollar? Received re already. Receivable kuch nahi hai. Got it? Right. So how do you deal with the transactions which are correct na? Transactions by the entity. Myself involved into the foreign currency transactions. How do you record it? Second topic is what? I did not enter directly, but I entered through my agent. Who is your agent, sir? That is my foreign subsidiary, sir. Maybe foreign associates, sir. Foreign joint ventures, sir. Foreign branch, sir. That is called foreign operations. Yeah, we are doing our operations, means activities, through a foreign, another entity, not directly by me. That is topic number 2. Yeah, so when they deal it, what will happen, my dear? If you have a subsidiary in foreign country, they will be preparing their financial statement in their functional currency. But your functional currency may be different. Their functional currency is different. But you are preparing consolidation. Then are you supposed to consolidate means, first what should I do? That foreign currency trial balance should be converted into our functional currency. Then you should combine. Then we will get into 110 how to prepare karke we learnt already. That we will do it. Have you understood what I said? First one is when I directly deal with. Second one, I am not dealing directly, but routing through my correct na, right? My other forms, that is subsidiary, branch, joint venture or associate via. Okay. Chalo, let's go to the topic number 1. Have you noted this one? We could topic 2 topics. Yes, my dear. Topic number 1, that is recognition measurement of foreign currency transactions, that is directly done by me. It's an easy one. Only the problem point will come because of the sum of the nonsense things which are made by AS level. Otherwise, this standard would have been much more easier. What is that nonsense? I will tell you. Because AS 11 may in 2011 or 10 may, if I remember correctly, yeah, 10 or 11 only. They gave some exemption. Some 43A paragraph, 42A paragraph, something aa gaya. They gave an option under two circumstances you can the foreign exchange gain can be added or deducted to the fixed asset or create a new reserve called FCMITD, foreign exchange translation reserve. Okay, yeah, so something they made it. Because of it, slight problem will be there. Otherwise, it's all easy. Yeah, what do you do? First, recognition measurement means two things: initial recognition, subsequent measurement. First, our focus will go to initially, right? So, what is initial recognition, sir? Initial recognition means at the time of transaction. When transaction takes place, what rate should I take it? Correct now. Transaction happened today. What rate? A transaction should be in foreign currency, yeah. Foreign currency transaction hai to what rate should I do it? Yeah, what rate I should I write? That is subsequent, sir. Subsequent means on the balance sheet date क्या कुछ करना है क्या? क्या करना क्या नहीं करना बात करेंगे obviously. Okay, right. At the time of transaction, yeah, right. This is on the balance sheet date. So at the time of transaction, what do you do, sir? Use the rate on the balance sheet date. क्या बोला? Use the rate on the balance sheet, sir, not balance. Use the rate on the date of transaction. First priority should go to the rate on the date of transaction. Hello, understood? Suppose if you say, yeah, we will tell like rate on the date of transaction. But my dear, actually, sometimes what happens, it becomes practically difficult. Daily, say example, I'm not dealing with a dollar. I'm dealing with 25 currencies. I told you, company in Singapore. Correct na? 25 different currencies are coming in, going out. Correct na? Every day, if 25 currency ka 25 different rates will be there. If you ask me to update on daily basis, it will become thoda difficult. Practically difficult ho jayega. That's why what the standard says, are understand ya 25 currencies so daily, correct na? 25 into 360 days में okay, some 100 days not working. If you take it also Sunday Saturday cut किया तो भी 250. 25 into 250 means how many days, how many number of numbers को change करना? It's not that easy one. Practically difficulty. Then एक average rate ले लो यार करके थोड़ा concession for convenience purpose. Yes, our convenience purpose they said average rate ले लो. But average rate does not mean 1 year average I'll take. No. Normally 14, 15 days weekly average, fortnight average, monthly average is maximum. Don't go beyond. Okay, right. That is there. You can use average rate. Weekly you can go, monthly you can go, fortnight you can go, but not yearly average. But here also subject to a small condition, Anna. What conditions are? During that weekly average you are taking, during that week, rate of the currency, say dollar rate should not go up and down like this. If it goes too high, that week average you should not take. Kya lena sir? Date wise you should go. Only that week, not every weeks. 365, 52 weeks. 52 weeks में 2 weeks fluctuating is very high, sir. Those weeks, day wise you go. Monday what rate, Tuesday what rate, Wednesday what rate. ऐसा लेना, average लेने के लिए permission नहीं है. Are you getting my point? Yeah, the average rate is permitted only when there is no significant fluctuation in that period of time. Are you getting my point? Right, again. Any gain or loss? Yeah, today I sold goods. After 10 days, that guy paid me money. Correct now. Selling goods, one transaction. Selling goods in foreign currency, one transaction. Receiving foreign currency, another transaction. Date of recording, correct na? Selling is one rate, receipt is another rate. Correct na? So our difference obviously will come. Close eyes and just transfer it to profit and loss statement. All the time it has to go to where? Profit and loss statement. Actually IFRS mein it says always profit and loss statement. We don't have a concept, we'll transfer it to fixed asset, to asset, asset, no way. But I told you na, because of the AS11 because we followed so far AS11. AS11 had given some choices. If somebody followed those choices in the past, but that is all part and parcel of first adoption. Transition time kaisa karna? They gave some small little bit comfort de diya, not lifetime comfort, only for some time comfort. I will explain you all those things, forget about it. Okay, right. Again, sir, I will transfer it to sales account, sir. Recently, one company, I told, I think, no, one Guntur company. This is into India SA, textile business, big one. Okay, I mean, 1,000+ crores of business. Quite good company, big company. If you see the accounts, such big company, na, tally me books of accounts. Okay, okay. So you don't say anything on that, right? They're managing somehow. Okay, go on. Not what? Why should I say? Correct, na? I'm not representative of SAP or anything. Correct, obviously. Not a problem. And again, that guy, what he did, na? When we see this is again what is happened. Another company is purchasing this company. Due diligence. Due diligence means whether India is correctly followed or not, they brought me into the picture. So when I had a look at it, when I try to understand, na, they have so much of foreign exports and etc. Foreign exchange difference is hardly anything. Then doubt आ गया. You understood ना? तो इतना sales है, इतना purchases है, पैसा pay correct ना, currency is coming in, going out. तो foreign exchange fluctuation तो होता ना, correct ना? Doubt आ गया इतना है means I have asked that accountant open the tally में ना, open करो open किया. What is there Only year end. Restatement debtors to creditors will be there, no. That much only is there, nothing else is there. Account full khali. Oh, कुछ हो रहा है, correct ना? That is very simple to catch. We are writers also, right ना? So then I asked, what is happening? Correct ना? You have got so much of sales in foreign currency ना, export कर रहा है तो export quality item. Okay. Then what is saying? Correct ना? I sold goods at $1, sale किया 80 rupees. Tomorrow collection 81 ना? 81 हो सकता, 79 हो सकता. अब $1 sales. Understood? $1 एक्स्ट्रा आ गया ना, इसको सेल्स को डेबिट करो क्रेडिट करो कुछ करो, नो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज गेन लॉस अकाउंट. आइटर साइन यार. दिस इज सुपर फनी ना. आइटर साइन किया ना, ऑल दीस इयर्स दे आर डूइंग अकाउंटिंग लाइक दिस. साइन भी हो चुका. गॉट माय पॉइंट? दैट्स नॉट ए स्मॉल कंपनी, बिग कंपनी. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. Debiting crediting to sales account, debiting crediting to because of purchase account. I asked him funny question, huh? No, this because that accountant was telling like so confidently. Okay, सुनो क्या है, correct ना? He's telling sir this is because of sales sir, that's why sales को debit किया sir, sales को credit किया sir. Super. Then bad debts comes also, sales को debit करना ना. Correct ना रे? Yes sir, no da. Bad debts also came from sales है. Correct na? Then P&L में every item must be either related to sales or purchases. So correct or not? Then you put it in, only 2 items should come in P&L. He said one, he said one. That's it. That guy is laughing. Correct है. अरे क्या बोल रहा है, क्या स्टैंडर्ड में क्या बोला, क्या कर रहा है तुम, इतना डिफरेंस है. मत दिस इज I mean not funny situation, serious situation na. Aren't you inflating or deflating sales na? See, really it is not a sale, but simply increasing the top line. Correct na? Overstatement हो रहा है. Two things, not alone. Yes, India's 21 का wrong compliance is one. At the same time, India's 115 का wrong compliance also no. That is where NFRA required appa. Seriously dig karna. Dig kiya to ne, then only, correct na? Then only things will happen, accounting will happen as per the standard. Otherwise standard nobody cares. Seriously, nobody cares. No such kind of NFRA quick, I mean deep revision if it happens, if the news comes, no, then everybody will be careful with standards. As a deep digging is required. Happening, many places it's happening already. ICI started. QRB, quality report, financial reporting, quality report board is there. FRRB, financial reporting review board is there. Before NFRA is coming in, these people are also trying. Apparently, at least, is it Indians is okay na? Accounting standards compliance is okay na? They are checking. They have to check. Otherwise, our value will be gone. Tomorrow, you young guys, you will become qualified. If anybody says, correct na, you chartered accountant fraud करके बोला तो, how do you feel? Tell me. यार इतना struggle किया, pass किया, to get to listen this kind of word, because just because one or two, okay, some out of so many people, okay, 2,40,000 people are there, 4 lakh people are there, 10,000 people waste fellows. Could be. I'm not saying everybody is perfect fellow. 10 no 20,000 for 10% discount karo. 10,000 people waste fellows, but not like all 90% chartered accountants are not like that. That kind of waste fellows, no. Because 90% may be into employment also. Not everybody signing the papers now. But the minute if you get a name like fraud something, no, it's a big insult to us, no. Not to me, to the society. Our association go big problem. It's happening. But see, but people are signing, no, that is the reason. So you should not do it. Sales, purchases को debit करेगा, COGS को debit करेगा, fixed asset को debit करेगा. As a rule, don't create new rules. Okay, it should always be charged to profit and loss. And again, Anna, net actually. Foreign exchange gain or loss account you can maintain one number. You don't need to have one loss account separately, gain account separately. Loss should go to separate miscellaneous expenditure name, one account, net presentation only. Even schedule 3, if you go through, schedule 3 also expects you to write separately. They don't want to show one number. Why? Means foreign currency is not my business, Nanna. Is it my business to show sales or purchases? It's not mine, correct? Na? That is like inevitable kind of thing. I have to incur, I'll incur. So offset and present it. Accepted by the schedule 3, accepted by the standard, net presentation will be taking place. Is it clear? Have you noted? Right. Now, listen carefully. Now, one small example. This you don't need to note it, just participate it. So participate in this sufficient. If you want to write, see it. What is that later? 1st January, we sold goods to US customer. Very basic question. $1,000. Done, sir. And today rate is $1 is equal to 70. Always first date my rate is always 17. No need to ask. Okay, now next on 31st January we got the money, 1,000 rupees. Ade dollar, $1,000 receive ho gaya. But today rate is different, 72. Correct na? Right. So what 1st January, what is the entry you should record, Nanna? Very basic question. Ask me, answer me please. 1st January, what is the journal entry? Customer account debit or debtor account debit to sales. What number? Right, 70,000. $1,000 into 70, 70,000 rupees over. And what about this next one? For 31st January, bolo. Cash account debit. How much? Today dollar received 72,000. 2. Debtors 70,000. 2. हाँ, फॉरेक्स फ्लक्चुएशन गेन और लॉस अकाउंट ऐसा कुछ लिखेंगे हम, करेक्ट ना? डायरेक्टली P&L को डोंट ट्रांसफर, विल सेंड इट टू वन अकाउंट, आवर अकाउंट विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड टू P&L later. Very simple question. There is nothing to write as such. That's why I told. Right. One more small example. On 1st April, we gave a loan to US customer. Small example, but good example. participate. We gave a customer loan दे दिया some US customer को, correct ना, whomever we gave a loan to one party, US को party को दे दिया, $1 is equal to 70, rate of interest is equal to 12% per annum, normal. Okay, on 31st March, that is next year, 1000 rupees you received with interest, correct ना, received with interest of 120, principal आ गया, interest भी आ गया. Okay, this is the question upper. That date rate is equal to $1 is equal to 72. Average rate also I gave 70 plus 72 by 2 is equal to 71. Average. Opening closing by 2 किया. कुछ किया. Okay ना? Not a problem. 1st April when you gave the loan, entry please. You gave a loan, entry please. Loans and advance account debit. To cash. Correct na? How much number? 70,000, 70,000. Right. What about 31st March when interest accrued? First we will say accrual of interest will record it. Receipt of interest will record next entry. Fine, no? Entry please. Interest is an income to you or interest is expenditure? Income. So, accrued interest account, receivable interest receivable account, कुछ लिखो क्या है इसमें? Custom asset account debit. Interest receivable account debit to interest income. Correct na? $120 into what rate? 70, 71, 72. 3 numbers I gave. Which number would you like to take? 70, 71, 72. 72 74 72. Why 72? Accrued on 31st March. Seriously. Interest accrues on year end. Interest accrues throughout the year. Correct na? Interest accrues on one day. Interest accrued throughout the year. So tell me, which rate is suitable? Correctly speaking, average is the right one. Receivable on one day. Accrual happens on daily basis. One day delay किया तो one day का interest pay करना पड़ेगा. That is how it is. Correct na? So exactly my dear. So interest, loans and advance account debit to or receivable account, whichever, it doesn't matter. Interest accrues over the period, Nanda. That's why you have to record at the average rate. 120 into 71 you are supposed to take it, my dear. I hope you understood. Right. Now today you are getting the money. 1120 you are getting money. Now entry. Cash account debit. Rate. $1120 into rate 72, 70, 71. 72. Today receipt. Correct na? Payment took place on 31st March. So use that debt rate. Receipt is different, accrual is different. Accrued throughout the period, but receipt happened on one particular date. So loans and advance balance is correct na? Yeah, 78,520 आपका balance rupees में है. Correct. Already book balance. Now cash account debit 1120. Correct na? Cash account debit 1120 into 72. That is actually 80,640. Your book balance is equal to 78,520 means you are getting more. You are getting more means forex gain. Correct na? So 2 loans and advance, 2 forex gain or loss, that is equal to 2120. Have you understood? What is your point? Would you like to take it or shall I go ahead? Go ahead. Right. At least you write one line. Interest accrues over the period, not on 31st March. Interest accrues over the period, not on 31st March. Interest के लिए you can take it on. But if you are passing journal entry monthly basis na, here see examination you cannot ask like average, you cannot take monthly. They cannot give 12 numbers no for you. Exam may they will give like that only. Okay, you have to go by that. Yeah, but normally what are you supposed to do? Monthly if you want to do it, you can do it. Right, that is okay. Few cases it is okay, but not for daily purchases to sales. So this is different and such kind of items are different. Yeah, so what you wrote down, interest accrues over the period, hence you should use the average rate, but not the date of receipt. That line, something you write it. That's all. That is the crucial point for this question. Nothing else is great in this one. Correct. Now, subsequent measurement, let us get it. You are done with the initial measurement. Subsequent measurement, that is on the balance sheet date. Okay. Sir, on the balance sheet date, what will happen? What will happen now? Balance sheet date, na? Balance sheet items first. What are the balance sheet items? E balance sheet items are supposed to be divided between monetary and non-monetary. You should be dividing between monetary and non-monetary. Monetary है तो restate करो, non-monetary है तो don't restate it. Again, depends on how is it getting measured. ये देखना पड़ेगा. Some small points are there which are new to you. Maybe you must have neglected in AS11 also. Both are there. Few things neglected points will be there. Few things new points also will be there. Listen carefully. Okay. Measurement based on the classification of balance sheet item. Balance sheet items are classified into what? Monetary items, and next one is non-monetary item. Okay. Monetary means what, Nanna? Money held, which is receivable or payable in terms of money, cash. Correct? Now first I'll give one balance sheet. Yeah, either देखो यार, one common, this is a basic sense के लिए, that's how you already know it. Somebody has to pay me. Initially I booked at $1,000. $1 is equal to 70. That's why 70,000 rupees. 1st January transaction took place. But my balance sheet date is 31st January. Sorry, 31st March balance sheet date. Not a problem. After 3 months. Right. Now, debtor is a monetary item or not? Correct. So, debtor monetary means something receivable in cash. Which cash? Foreign cash. Dollar. Dollar also cash है. Correct ना? Dollar is a cash. Foreign currency में आएगा. If that guy comes and gives you today, correct na? That guy comes and gives you today. Today, what is the worth of it? 68,000 or that worth. Suppose that guy settles you today. Sir, take your $1,000 करके बेच दिया तो इसका वर्थ कितना? 68,000. But you are showing in the balance sheet 70,000. That means isn't it understatement? It may be understatement or it may be overstatement. But it should be. This is a debtor item, something receivable. I have a right to receive in dollars tomorrow. Correct, na? The worth of it on the balance sheet date should talk about the financial position of that date. That date, the worth is equal to 68,000. You have showed it more. That's why restate karo. Restate using which date? Rate? Closing rate. That is called rate on the balance sheet date. Hello, understood? It is something receivable in cash. It has to be restated like that. Minus 2,000 karo. A minus reduction of asset is a expenditure. Foreign exchange loss account debit to debtors 2000 cut karo. That is what we are trying to say. What are we trying to tell, my dear? Restate using the rate on the balance sheet date. Restate using the rate on the balance sheet date. That is called closing rate. In this restatement, you obviously will get some gain or loss. That gain or loss also should go to P&L statement and no other account. Correct na? Any gain or loss that should go to profit and loss, that is foreign exchange fluctuation gain or loss account. Ultimately it will be transferred to profit and loss, but not to sales, but not to COGS, but not to purchases, but not to fixed asset. It has to go to profit and loss statement only. Are you getting my point? Right. So first noted so far? Likho. If not noted, note it. Next. Next item is what? Non-monetary. Non-monetary examples are what? PPE, inventory, prepaid expense. So yes, non-monetary. Advance from customers. Those things. Correct, na? Right. Intangible asset, investment in equity share. Yes or no? Yep. Perfect. Now the question. We ask how is it valued on the balance sheet date? This particular balance sheet date bolo. If I ask you inventory, how do you value? Inventory valuation, if generally studental cost or NRE, whichever is lower. Arey boss, that is normal formula, pa. That is not the one I am asking. In the current balance sheet date, have you measured it? Which is lower? Tell me at least. Sir, cost is lower, sir. So I measured at cost. Next year, sir. No, sir. Next year NRV is lower, sir. Then next year measured at NRV. Anyone? Hello, understood? If you have measured, right, that's why first you will ask, how are you valuing? Correct? How are you valuing? I am valuing it at cost, sir. At cost में historical cost में measurement कर रहा है, sir. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? Any one will be there ना on the one balance sheet date में cost or NRV whichever is lower. Current year, which one? Cost. Next year, maybe cost, maybe NRV. Next year, maybe cost, maybe NRV. But which one you tell me? If it is at cost, come to our side. If it is at NRV or FMV, come to E side. Now, listen carefully. You have investment in equity shares. Which equity shares are? Apple company का shares are. Apple company, Meta का share, Facebook and all. You know Meta means. हाँ फॉरेन करेंसी में परचेस किया सर इंडियन रिलायंस कंपनी शेयर किया क्यों आएगा इधर करेक्ट ना इंडियन कंपनी का शेयर परचेस किया तो इंडियन करेंसी में अज्यूम मेरा फंक्शनल करेंसी रूपी इंडियन कंपनी का परचेस किया तो डिस्कशन ही नहीं आएगा करेक्ट ना when you are getting into India's 21 means you must be handling some foreign currency problem करेक्ट ना अदरवाइज why the problem मैं एप्पल कंपनी का शेयर खरीदा सर और अच्छा है सर करेक्ट ना राइट इन्वेस्टमेंट इन इक्विटी शेयर हैज टू बी मेजर्ड एट FVTPL under rare cases FVTOCI correct na specifically designated to be FVTOCI height to FVTOCI otherwise but anyhow whether it is FVTPL or FVTOCI but it is at fair value only na hello then you should come E side have you understood what I said not at cost again PPE sir PPE non-monetary item PPE may be measured at cost model correct na PPE may be measured at revaluation model which model you tell no first your company what following cost sir come as it no sir we are following revaluation model come E side because it is measured at FMB have you understood so it all first you should ask on the balance sheet date current year how is it measured sir at cost if it is at cost then no need to remeasure it one common sense thing इधे एग्जाम्पल आई टोल्ड डेटार करके कुछ बोला छोड़ दो आई परचेज वन लैपटॉप $1,000 फ्रॉम US bought a laptop $1,000 US dollars 70 rupees sir 70,000 I paid him there only paid no pending paid him brought a laptop okay 31st March आ गया $1 went to 72 will you go and pay back 2,000 rupees and come back again no are you liable to pay no if it is 68 will he come and pay you why over transaction over I already paid I got the laptop only to me correct na with me when there is nothing payable when there is nothing receivable then why restatement but in case of debtor you had a right to receive in case of creditor you had an obligation to pay in dollar that's why you restated it but in case of a PPE which is measured at cost model what is the problem correct there is no problem my dear it is no restatement no restatement the no restatement means no don't change it at what rate you bought it sir $70,000 sir keep it like that only 70,000 they should be there in your balance sheet it should not be changed have you understood what I said right sir no sir I am measuring it at fair market value sir ये देखो यार ये देखो Sir, I am measuring it at fair value. Listen, Nana. Okay, sir, I purchased Apple company का share. हाँ sir, Apple share sir. अरे when you bought रे sir, 1st January bought है sir. कितना मिला रे सर? $2 1 share sir. ले एक नंबर क्या कुछ है करेक्ट ना? $2 1 share sir I bought. Okay, that day you must have 70 rupees, you must have spent 140 rupees करके रिकॉर्ड किया. 1 share is equal to $70. I mean $2 one share ना. $2 into 70 you booked it. Now 31st March balance sheet date आ गया. Is share supposed to be measured at FVTPL? Hello, correct? Fair FVTPL means what? Fair value through profit and loss. Now what is the first question should come? What is the value of the Apple share? What is the value means answer will come in what? Rupees or dollars? Dollar में आएगा. Correct ना? Dollar. $3 are okay. Okay. 3 months में $1 increased. Super. $3 means, but I have to record it fair market value means now I am supposed to convert it or not? Conversion. Now conversion means which date rate I will take it? Obviously 31st March rate ही लेना पड़ेगा. How can I take some other rate? Got it? Understood? Right. So obviously today 31st March 72 sir. 72 नहीं लेना पड़ेगा. Correct. Yes, that number whatever E number difference कुछ आएगा ना, that should be transferred to profit and loss statement. Okay. But listen, here no foreign exchange fluctuation gain or loss will come. Understood? What did I say? Tell me. Where is fluctuation gain or loss? Listen. 1st January. Apple company का share. Apple company का share. You bought it at what? $2 में purchase किया. That day $1 is equal to 70. You must have booked entry investment in Apple company, Apple or something like that. You must have written. That is 140 rupees to cash. 140 rupees record किया. Now 31st March. Measurement. You are supposed to measure. Correct ना? Measurement at FVTPL means fair market value में measure करना पड़ेगा. What is the fair value? Fair value is equal to $3 1 share into today rate is equal to how much? 72. Calculator. Nana 216. Correct na? That's all. 216 to this one. 96. Correct na? 96. 96 should be charged to P&L as what? As a forex gain. There is no forex gain. Now shall I do it, sir? Out of 96 mein how much is because of forex? How much is because of fair value change? A casting? Correct na? Quantity difference, price difference. Correct na? You have one, what is that called? Which casting da? Standard casting. Quantity variance, price variance कुछ है ना? ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना यार. Transfer it to what? To full amount. Full amount will be transferred to as a fair market value fluctuation. That's all. Fair market value fluctuation. Here you don't need to bifurcate forex fluctuation. No, you don't show it as, we don't show it as forex fluctuation. One question. Next question. Now, correct na? Entry will be recorded. What is the entry will be recorded? Investment in Apple. Debit to P&L. As a fair value fluctuation. E number will come. 96, 96. Is it clear? Any question? Now, one question. Suppose, sir, I have classified this item as FVT OCI. Correct. Now, how did I classify? OCI. OCI means it should go to IFR. Investment fluctuation reserve को चलना ना. Now, how much will go to investment fluctuation reserve? इधे question है. इधे number से. First debit I know. Investment in Apple करके अच्छा I know it very well. Investment account debit 96. 2. Foreign exchange fluctuation account को कितना? OCI IFR को how much? Because just now I told no. Foreign exchange fluctuation should go to where? P&L. Correct? Did I say or not? It should always go to P&L chalna. This is an exception to the basic rule. What is exception, sir? Ma, e item ka income, where is it going? Is it going to P and L? Transfer to P and L. Foreign exchange fluctuation also transfer to P and L. No, 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 sir. E item ka gain or loss will go to OCI, sir. Okay, IFR 96. You don't need to bifurcate. How much is because of the fluctuation, how much is because of the fair market value change? ऐसा bifurcation करने के लिए जरूरत नहीं है. That's all. It is not required to do that way. You don't need to do that way. Have you understood? And again, point is the normal gain or loss is going to P and L. Then fluctuation gain or loss also should go to P and L. If the normal gain or loss is going to OCI, then fluctuation gain or loss also should go to OCI. That much remember. The normal gain or loss going to equity. Fluctuation also should go to equity only. Ne? But that level not there. Because equity once it goes, no, subsequently movement will not be there. That's why problem is not there. Have you understood what I said? Right. We'll write some points on it. Right. Nothing to worry. Right. First. So, fair market value, if you are measuring it at fair market value means you are measuring on 31st March, then 31st March ka date ka rate, that is a balance sheet date rate. Valuation, that is a balance sheet date rate, you are supposed to take it. You are supposed to take it. Have you understood? Take down if something is pending. Those sentences of like it should go to OC and all, I'll tell you. It's there in the slide. Yes, my dear. Chalo, let's go to this example. Okay, first March. We sold goods to US customer. This is a easy question, very basic question like what I taught. Just observe it. I don't need to explain, I feel. What should I do, Nana? On 30th, 31st March to aa gaya. Debtors are supposed to be restated at 68. 68 into $1,000. 68,000. It should come down by 2,000. Entry, please. It's a gain or loss? Loss. Correct, na? Loss or gain? Loss. Correct, na? 70,000 should come down by 2,000. So, forex gain or loss account debit to debtor. Correct, na? I just told debtors account not debitor. You thought debtors account debitor. Okay. Debtors is a monetary item which needs to be restated using the 68 rate, and it's obviously a loss of 2,000. So, journal entry will be forex gain or loss account debit to debtor. On 30th April, when you actually got the money, that day it is 71,000. So, 68 to 71, that is 3,000 rupees gain. Correct, na? So, the balance of debtor has come to 68,000. So, credit the debtors account 68,000. Remaining number 3,000 rupees is a yes, obviously. Have you understood? Any doubt? Simple question. Correct, na? Right. This point you answer me, my dear. First read the question. Correct. Simple question. First day entry what? You bought a machine, fixed asset, PPE account debit. Correct, na? We're using the rate on the date of balance sheet. That is equal to 70,000. Machine 2 payable 70. Now on 31st March, what is the rate? 68. So assume it is a cost model. I didn't mention revaluation model. If I had doing it at revaluation model, I would have told what is the fair market value of machine also, na? And again, machine is not India machine, it must be outside India. अरे you bought it from outside India, India में है, correct? India में है तो why do you correct ना? Fair market value में India means what is the answer will come? अरे come okay. Either iPad. Assume I bought it from US. Okay. Now where do I sell this if I have? Now I want to sell it. If I want to sell it, where do I sell? India में sell करेगा. What is the fair value, fair market value on the, if I go to Nisha, will they tell me in dollars or will they tell me in rupees? That means this machine is staying outside India. Why means, yeah, can't I have a factory outside India? Why not? Obviously, I have my own business outside India. That machine is valued revaluation model, correct na? Right. So now no revaluation model concept here, only cost model concept. Okay, listen, 31st March, machine is a monetary or non-monetary? Non-monetary. So do I need to restate, just restate or no restate? Because it is measured at cost, don't restate. But there is one more item called payable. Machine account debit to payable you wrote. Machine is non-monetary, don't restate. Understandable. But payable is a monetary. Does it need to be restated or not? Must be restated. So, what is the rate on 31st March? 68. So, is it a gain or loss? Gain. Why gain? Initially, you recorded a liability of 70. Now, your liability is reduced by 2 rupees per dollar. That means 2000 rupees is a gain. Entry, please. Entry kya? Payable account debit to foreign exchange gain or loss account. Yeah, 2000 you are supposed to record. On 30th April में क्या करना sir? You got amount of how much? Not amount. You have to pay how much amount you have to pay? 71. So is it a gain or loss? Loss. You said liability is 68,000, but you are ended up paying 3,000 extra. 3,000 rupees is a loss. Understood? Simple. Just conceptual questions. Nothing great. Right. One more point that will tell, but okay. Temporary lack of rate. What is temporary lack? See, other problem. 31st March, 1st to 2nd April, full holiday. Dollar rate how much? Arey, bank cannot open where dollar rate? Correct ना? Rate चाहिए क्या? चाहिए. 30th April मिलेगा, 30th March मिलेगा, 3rd April also मिलेगा. Two rates are available, but not each 3 days. Now, but I am 31st March, I am supposed to prepare my restatement तो करना पड़ेगा ना? अभी बोला ना? Monetary item should be restated. Non-monetary item which are measured at FMV or NRV, that also should be restated. Agree or not? So now which rate I should take? That is the question. Shall I take 30th March, 3rd April? Question clear? You are on 31st March. Which rate do you take? Any experience? I mean, have you faced this? Not last year, last year or some other day like this. Three days it came exactly holidays came. Exactly holidays came. 31st March holiday. So 30th March will take or 1st April will you take? बोलो यार. General, normally whatever you want to answer. What is there? 30th March, 3rd April. 30th March. Why? This year, sir. Our year is 31st. Huh? Average of these 2 days. Sir. No. One date only you have to follow. बोलो यार. Sorry. 31st March का rate मालूम नहीं. Correct है. So that's why which rate you would like to take? 30th March you want to take. But isn't it wrong? Because if somebody gives you $1,000 on 31st March, will you go to bank on 3rd April or will you go back? It is going to be realizable at a future rate, not the past rate. So 99% of the companies have taken 30th March. Not you alone. 99.9 also I can tell. Standard में very clearly given in one paragraph. Not I am creating. ना. Standard में क्या बोल रहे? Same thing I am telling. I am not writing standard. You have to take next, because when somebody gives you a dollar today, it's going to be converted into cash tomorrow, not past. Na. Past rate not applicable. Past rate, right, yesterday it was 60, 81. So third April 80 हो गया. Will you be able to get 81? Na? Banker, nobody will give you. Correct na? 30th March, correct. Which rate am I supposed to take, my dear? 3rd April you are supposed to take. This is the line given in the standard. Use the first subsequent rate at which exchanges could be made. Language. Standard language, language. Very clear na? इसमें क्या है? Correct na? Any doubt? क्या doubt? First subsequent date, not past. Make note of it. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So next point. Normally, foreign exchange gain or loss transferred to profit and loss statement. I told you exception is there, karke. That is the exception I am talking now. Okay. Right. Following are the exceptions none. This is exception 1. What I told you is only one exception. There are totally, I think, 3 may be there. This is first one. Under 3 more circumstances also, we don't transfer it to P&L, we'll transfer to separate accounts. When, where, we'll talk. Yeah, land at US, fixed asset, where you are following revaluation model for the US land, not Indian land. Indian land to rupees mein milega na. Correct. Land as per the Ind AS 16, on the 1st April we bought it for $1,000. That day it is $1 is equal to 80. Correct. Na land account debit to this number 80,000 record karega. 31st March land non-monetary asset measured at fair market value. You have to use the rate. Today fair market value of the land, if you go by, $1,200 are out. Right. And the dollar rate is equal to 82. Correct. So $1, what, 1200 into 82. Calculator. How much? 98,400 minus 80,000. 18,400. That is it the amount revaluation reserve or not? So normally what is the entry? Land account debit to revaluation reserve. That's all you are supposed to do. Correct. Revaluation gain is there. 18,400 is a revaluation gain. As per Ind AS 16, revaluation gain is an OCI item. It has to be routed through OCI. We spoke this number of times. Day 1 se shuru kiya talking. Correct na? Yes, it has to land account debit to revaluation reserve. Correct na? Yes. So it should be transferred to 18,400 transfer karna. When the gain or loss on the non-monetary item is transferred to OCI, then transfer the foreign exchange gain or loss to OCI. You don't have to bifurcate it. How much is forex? Because of foreign exchange gain or loss kitna? Because of the land value increase kitna? Costing accounting not required for you. Are you getting my point? It's a good point. Take it. Very much relevant also. This is a basic exception. Normally what we said, normally foreign exchange gain or loss transfer to P&L. But where the revaluation gain or any such kind of gain, FET OCI में classification किया, equity share. Possible. A debenture is classified under FET OCI. Yeah, debenture is a investment in debenture, is a monetary item. Restatement is required. As part of restatement, it is main gain or loss, fair market value gain or loss is routed through P&L. Then foreign exchange gain or loss also should go to P&L. The main gain or loss is routed through OCI, then this also should go through OCI. That is the first exception number 1. Remember, this is first exception, not this is the final exception. You have got more and more. Right. Now I have to explain you little bit about accounting standard 11 में क्या था है अभी तक है not था. Okay, right. What is there as per AS 11? Why, sir? Why means, so far your company was following IAS 11. Now on the date of transition you are jumping to Ind AS. Ind AS 21 को आ रहा है अब. Correct ना? Right. When you are following Ind AS 21 में, there are few certain things which are there in AS 11. which are not accepted globally, not acceptable. Yeah, IFRS में नहीं है, but actually ये point what I am going to tell you is not under Ind AS 21. ये paragraph if you search in Ind AS 21 नहीं मिलेगा. This you will get it only in Ind AS 101. That is first adoption. First adoption में one paragraph exception दे दिया. क्या है सर ये? But to understand this, you must be remembering. First, I need to make you remember the AS11 make what is there exactly. Okay, what were the options? We don't go so deep, but you have to understand overallly. Otherwise, what I am trying to explain, you will not catch. Okay, so have some patience, but yes, you need to make note of this one also. Very irrelevant. Because if you forget this, correct now, when you read it, maybe after 6 months, after 1 year, that I don't know. Correct now. If you don't write it properly now, then obviously there is a chance of forgetting. And that will lead to big problem later. Yeah, what is there in AS11? Normally, foreign exchange gain or loss transferred to profit and loss. But if the entity adopts the following exemption, one exemption is there. Not one exemption, actually two exemptions. Two situations they are actually telling. Under those two situations, foreign exchange gain or loss will not be transferred to profit and loss statement as per AS11. As per AS11, it won't go to P&L. Okay. Right. What is that, sir? Yeah, that is a voluntary exemption number that was not there for everybody. Unless until you take it, otherwise not applicable. You can charge it to profit and loss normal as usual. Right. That means it is not mandatory, pa. It is not mandatory. But one problem is there. It was used, which was irrevocable option. Means what is irrevocable means? Once you follow, over. Once you say I want to follow, that's all. Till your life end, you have to follow it. Unless until you jump from where to where, AS to Ind AS को jump किया sir. Now I will give you relief. But otherwise, you don't have a way out once you follow this exemption. If you say tick means over. Irrevocable, that means once applied, you have to follow for lifetime. And these exemptions are applicable only for foreign currency monetary item, FCMI. Correct? FCMI means long term again. LTFCMI. Long term foreign currency, long term. What is long, sir? Long means about 12 months is long. That is normal. Okay, right. Monetary, correct now. MI means what? Monetary item. Monetary item means it may be asset or asset receivable or liability payable. So it is not related to only liability. It is related to asset also. Okay, it is not liability related, all related, assets and liabilities. Right. For short term, sir, like debtors, creditors. I told you, e concept if you are following also, now that is applicable to whom? Nana, only long term people, long term items ko applicable, short term items ko not applicable. Sir, not applicable in the sense, any fluctuation gain or loss comes, you should not come to this exemption. You have to charge it to profit and loss statement. That's all. You have to transfer it to P&L. E exemption is not applicable to you. Under AS11 only, everything what you are talking is AS11. Now, you must apply for all the long-term foreign currency monetary items. Okay, selective approach is not accepted. If you say I am following, you have to follow for all long-term items. Sir, I have got 10 loans, sir. 2 loans I will follow, 8 loans I don't follow. Sorry, my option not there for you. Selective approach is not accepted. And you don't need to follow retrospectively, my dear. You have to follow prospectively. Means today if you select, sir, today onwards only you follow. Even today also this option is there. Even though the amendment has come in 2011, still till date, initially they told up to 2020 this availability. Subsequently one more paragraph came, a date delete kiya. Means lifetime. Option is there for the Indian companies, Indian entities. You can choose whenever you want. You can choose whenever you want. Getting my point? Yeah, this is the first basic matter. Noted? Yeah. So now what are the two things, the two situations or where you don't transfer it to profit and loss statement? Listen carefully. First one, you must be taking a loan. The situation number one is what? Read carefully. Loan taken for depreciable asset. Loan taken, not given. Second situation is what? Other than this, every long-term monetary item will come there. Okay, right. All other cases. All other cases means any long-term monetary item. What else can come? Loan taken for depreciable asset is long-term item. Loan taken, liability, one side. How to deal? Separate treatment. All other long-term monetary items means, tell me, huh? Investment in debenture, long-term investment. Correct. Monetary item. It will come this side. Next, loans and advances. That is loan given. Asset. E side will come. Loan taken for land. Loan taken but for land. But for any other purpose other than depreciable asset. अरे समझ में आया? Long term loan. कुछ है तो it will come. Understood? Loan taken for depreciable asset, one style of dealing. All other thing, different style of dealing. Got it? Yeah. So now the question. So loans and advance, loan taken for land, all these things will come here. What about working capital loan? Will it come here only or not? Yes or no? It will not come anywhere because it is not long term. Working capital loan long or short? Short term ko not applicable na. Right. So that won't come. Above two things will come. Right. Sorry. So AS11, what was the exemption given? If it is loan taken directly related to a depreciable asset, it says foreign exchange gain or loss. No? Don't transfer it to P&L, my dear. Adjust it with the fixed asset and depreciate it prospectively. That is what we say. Any foreign exchange gain or loss transferred to depreciable asset. Okay. Right. You should not transfer it to P&L. Yeah. Depreciate the asset prospectively. The remaining prospectively means remaining WDV over the remaining life. That's all. That is the hello, understood? You got a foreign exchange gain. Gain means credit to foreign exchange gain. Debit what? To foreign exchange gain. Sorry, you took a loan. Loan reduction is a gain. Correct na? Yeah, I told wrong. Loan reduction is a gain. Loan reduction means loan should be debited. Loan account debit. 2. Foreign exchange gain should not go to P&L. 2, what should I say? PPE करके लिखना पड़ेगा. Not to P&L, to PPE. If it is a loss, PPE account debit to loan account. Only PPE to loan, loan to PPE. That's all. Nowhere it will go to profit and loss statement. Have you understood? That is one. Look at this question. Suppose you have taken the assumption. 1st January. Go through first all the information. You purchased on so and so date. When are you repay? When is it repayable, Amma? After how many months? 1st January to 30th March means 15 months. 15 months means is it a long term? First you have to decide that. Long. Long term loan taken for purchasing a machine. Correct. When you buy the machine on 1st January 22, what is the journal entry? Machine to payable. What is the amount? What is the amount? 70,000. That's all. Over. Now, 31st March. 31st March. Machine is a monetary or non-monetary? Non-monetary. So, do you need to restate? No. Cost model. No, you don't need to restate. But payable is a monetary. Are you supposed to restate? Yes, you should restate it. So, is there a gain or loss? Gain. Correct. Normally, what entry would have recorded? Payable account debit to foreign exchange gain or loss normally. But if you had taken the option, payable account debit to fixed asset or PPE machine, something like that. If option is not taken, you would have recorded to foreign exchange gain or loss account which should have been transferred to P&L. But if you had taken the option, this is the entry 2002. I mean payable to PPE P and L place में PP आएगा. Have you understood? Now what is the balance of the machine? 70,000 initially plus, sorry, minus 2,000, that is equal to 68,000. E 68,000 should be depreciated over the remaining life of the asset. Correct? Now how much is the life of the asset? That much. Now 30th March आ गया. Have you repaid or not? Correct. Now entry. Payable account debit. How much? 68,000. To cash. How much you paid? 71. Means 71,000. The difference is 3,000 rupees is a loss to you. Loss again ना? Loss. So loss है तो क्या करना? Again PP ने. If you had taken this option under AS11, AS11 will say always debit or credit to PPE. Don't know gain or loss will go to profit and loss statement. Have you understood? Like this you should have done under AS11. Now the problem I will explain you. First understand AS11 में क्या बात है. First को इसको समझो. बाद में explain कर सकता. Once you come into Ind AS 21 में what should I do with? That's the next second level of thing. Hope you understood. Right? Have you noted a part first of all? Example छोड़ दो. If you want to give a space, I'll share the slides. Okay? Yeah. From there you can copy if you want. That's up to you. Taken. So now if it is other case में what will happen? What the standard says na? See, that is not a depreciable asset. That may be depreciable asset का है, asset को add करो, debit deduct करो, charge करो, ऐसा कुछ है. It says something loans and advance you gave or investment debenture what you told. It may be working capital loan. Working capital loans are not applicable. So any such kind of item hai sir. Any kind of such kind of item ko what you say, don't transfer it to the respective asset, transfer it to a separate account called FCMITD. क्या बोला? FCMITD. What is this FCMITD? Foreign currency. FC means foreign currency. MI means monetary item. TD means translation difference account. ये account क्या है sir? Means is it a liability na asset? What is it? Reserve account. They only told. Standard में लिखा, very clearly लिखा. So it is a reserve account करके बोल दिया उन्होंने. Okay, any gain or loss comes, that should be transferred to a separate account called FCMITD. The name is this, which is a reserve account. हाँ sir. Okay, reserve को transfer करेंगे. Okay. Now question is what ना? Reserve को transfer कर, reserve will be there for how long? Correct na? What is the purpose of this reserve? You are just holding it in the reserve account. You are not transferring it to P&L right now. Standard says amortize the reserve to profit and loss statement. A different kind of accounting, yeah, nowhere in the world. Chalo, we can't now comment too much on it. छोड़ दो. Okay, different way. This is not there in the IFRS में नहीं है, ऐसा US GAAP में भी नहीं है, only India में है. Okay, that's why we say like it has to be थोड़ा correction करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा update करना पड़ेगा accounting standards को. Not up to the mark of the global standards से compare किया तो that is not up to the mark. You have to change. I don't know when that happens. It will happen sooner or later. Yes, it has to happen. Time, right time के लिए waiting. Okay, right. Amortize it to P&L. How long, sir? How long means? First, difference is coming because of what? Sir, investment in debenture. Sir, investment in debenture ka, from the date of purchase of debenture, what is the time? How much time you have got? Debenture will have some time na? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, कुछ time तो होता ना? time में amortize करो. Sir, debenture आज purchase किया, still 3 years life is there. Yeah, after 3 years they will pay me back. How long is the period? That long. Sir, I gave loans and advance to somebody. Good, nice. What is the loan period? 3 years, sir. 3 साल में amortize कर दीजिए. That's all. Hello, understood? Yes. Amortize it over the period of the monetary item. That is transferred to profit and loss statement. Transfer to profit and loss statement. Right. This is the matter. One small example we'll see and we'll close it for the day. Okay. Remaining we'll continue and complete it in the next class. Yeah. If you have taken the assumption. Example number 2. Yeah. We gave a loan. The asset, loans and advance, which is payable. We gave a loan means payable by other party. Yeah? That means receivable by us. After 3 years, may receive ho jayega. $1 is equal to 70 today. Yeah, 31st March 22, 23, 24 का numbers कुछ दे दिया, 25 को भी दे सकता but छोड़ दो, not required. 25th में कुछ नहीं है actually. What to do? Nothing to do. Everything will be what is there in the balance. Everything will be transferred to P&L. इसमें क्या है? To discuss nothing is there. That's the reason. 1st April you must have noted loans and advance account debit to cash. Okay, cool. That is equal to 70,000, 70,000. 31st March 2023 आया. So now loans and advance is a monetary item, long-term monetary item. You are going by option under AS11. Are you supposed to restate or not? Restate करना पड़ेगा. Anyhow, you are supposed to restate it. So because of it, there is a gain. 70 became 71, so 1,000 rupees. So journal entry, please. Loans and advance should be increased by 1,000. Loans and advance account debit 1,000 to FCMITD account. Hello, correct? How much number, amma? 1,000. So E1,000 should be charged to how many years? 3 years. 3 years means already 1 year is over. Current year should I charge it for 333 should be charged to current year or not? Yes, correct. Now amortize it over 3 years. So current year amortize 1 year period already over na. So 1,000 पूरा नहीं charge करेंगे. 1,000 में 3 by 3. Yeah, FCMITD account debit to P&L ऐसा करेंगे. So now balance of loans and advance how much amma? 71,000 rupees, 70,000. Initially loans and advance again debited by 1,000. So 71,000 rupees is the balance. Okay sir, cool, no problem. 31st March 2024 आया. अब सुनना. Now it became 68. Correct? Is it loss again? Obviously loss. From where to where? 71 to 68. That is equal to 3,000 rupees is a loss to you. Now entry. FCMITD account debit to loans and advance. Loss है तो balance of the loans and advance should come down, so credit it. Debit should not be given to P&L because you are going by the exemptions. FCMITD account को debit करना कर दिया sir. Now what should I do ना? Look at this. You are at Y2. Correct. Y1 में आपको gain आया. That should be charged to 3 years means first year, second year, third year. 333. Second year में you got a loss of 3,000. Hello, correct? So second year 1,500, third year 1,500 you should do it. Hello, understood? Look at this my dear. First year gain आया इतना. Already 333 का entry pass कर दिया तो problem नहीं है. Second year you can't book it in for the first, second year, third year को book करना पड़ेगा. 1,500. First year entry हो गया. Second year का entry क्या है? Only 1,167 का, because one is a gain, one is a loss. Net loss is equal to 1,167 should be amortized. Correct na? Yeah. What is the entry should record? P&L account debit. It is supposed to, it is a loss you are booking. Loss booking means P&L should be debited. Yes, P&L account debit to foreign exchange FCMITD 1167 को transfer करना पड़ेगा ऐसा. Have you people understood? Right. This matter, my dear. Okay. Yeah. That is what first basic important thing. Next, if we this so far what you understood last 4 slides में AS11 में क्या है? Why are you bothered? Why are you bothered means, if you don't know what is FCMITD, as a first option, what we will tell? FCMITD can be transferred to retained earnings, I will tell. But what do you know about FCMITD first? Correct? Next onwards, what we will tell? Only those loans which were existing on the, not date of transition, at the current year beginning, last year ending. Previous year में ending में क्या loan है? that loan, if you are following AS 11, only for that loan you can continue. Old method, whatever you nonsense method you are following. Fresh loan liya, nothing doing, shed properly and transfer it to P&L. So what you are following, accounting, if you remember, then I can explain you what you should follow. Without explaining the past, I can't guide you correctly. Hope you understood the need of it. Right? You will understand better in tomorrow's class. Okay? Right, my dear.